The very first gun that he made for Chris when he started this program, and he gave it to Chris, and Chris always said that he never was worthy of having a gun such as this built especially for him. And the name of the gun was the American Sniper. And he said, if there's somebody after me that really deserves this, and you're going to get this program started, we really need to give one to a guy named John Wayne Walden, because John Wayne never received the Medal of Honor, and Chris really thought that he should have. And I know that Daryl's going to tell you a little bit more about this story, but I first want to tell you that every year he gives away these weapons to deserving soldiers. And the cool thing about it is that none of the people who are receiving these weapons even know that they're going to get it. So it's a complete surprise to them. He does this all on his own. Him and his family, his wife and his sons, make these weapons. They're extreme precision instruments with a ton of detail. This guy is not only a weapons builder, but he spent 8 years as a tactical arms instructor for the U.S. Air Force. So please make welcome from SD Tactical and Weapons for Warriors, Daryl Kress.
Hi everybody, thanks for listening to me tonight. I'm extremely nervous following everybody I did, and I do get nervous because all these weapons I give away to deserving warriors, it means a lot to me. I want to tell you a little story about Chris and how he inspired me. I read his book in 2012. I'm not a book reader. 4 days I read that book and it changed my life forever. I think all of us veterans are looking for a way to give back, especially ones like me, being an instructor in the service. I wasn't able to be mobilized. I couldn't go with the guys to Iraq. I couldn't do anything. Being an instructor, I had to stay back home and instruct people. So after reading his book, I was like, I gotta do something for this guy. He's doing everything for everybody else, helping all these veterans. He needs something from me. Well, I had started a gun company. I'd make custom weapons, and I was like, I gotta make the best thing I can for him. I gotta meet him somehow. So I was working on trying to get a hold of Craft International, the group that he was with, and I was like, hey, can I meet him at SHOT Show? Can we get a hold of Chris? Well, no one was getting back a hold of me from Craft International. And one day while I was at work, I get this call. Chris calls me at work and he says, this is Chris Kyle. I said, yeah, right. I said, who's calling me? And he goes, this is Chris Kyle. I said, this is Chris Kyle calling me? And he said, yeah, this is Chris. How you doing, man? I'm just a regular guy like you. And I was like, oh my God. Started shaking in the chair. You know, Chris to me was an idol of mine because of what he did and all the soldiers he saved over in Iraq. So we got to talking and I said, well, I got to meet you at SHOT Show. And Chris was a nervous guy because of his reputation. He didn't know me from anyone. And anyway, through talking, I had to pretty much tell him that I made him something. I was going to give him something. He's like, what? I said, well, I customized this Daisy Red Ryder BB gun and I want to give it to you at SHOT Show. And he was like laughing and we had a good time with it. Well, anyway, make a long story short, he made sure to tell me that he goes around with bodyguards at the SHOT Show and he wore armor there and stuff. I think he was just, it was weird to Chris that someone was going to give him something, so he wanted to let me know ahead of time that he had protection around him. So it turns out I was at SHOT Show, going around, I was in my booth, and Chris went by and he didn't know it was me, and I grabbed him, I said, hey Chris, it's Daryl, and he's like, oh my God, thank God I got to meet you ahead of time, because of course he was worried, it being, you know, he was the Devil Ramadi, he was worried. Anyway, we got to meet each other in the hall, get it all straightened out, and anyway, we coordinated the deal, and I met him and Debbie Lee in the outdoors room and gave him his weapon. I made a custom-built AR-10 for him that said American Sniper on it. It was a masterpiece of something I was very proud of. It's funny, I slapped Chris Kyle's hand. I still to this day feel guilty about it. I had a patch glued in the middle of the gun case, and he went to grab the patch, but it was glued on there. And I slapped his hand like, no, don't do that. And then I stood back and I went, holy crap, I just slapped Chris Kyle's hand. And he didn't choke me out or nothing or beat the hell out of me, and so that was a good thing. But anyway, Chris inspired me. We had talked that night, like Tex had said, that I would like to find other warriors, deserving warriors, humble guys like Chris. One thing that just set me off was Chris said, I don't deserve this. Why are you doing this for me? And I'm like, you don't think you deserve this? What? And all these guys are super humble. All the heroes out there that are the real heroes are super humble and feel they don't deserve stuff. They just want to keep giving back. And that's kind of what brings me to tonight here. Quick story about Chris though. We're in Vegas, going up an escalator, or in an elevator, and there's two young girls in there. And you gotta remember, the SHOT Show is during the Adult Entertainment Convention. It's the same time, same week. So we're in this elevator going up to his room to do a little paperwork on the guns, and then he's gonna show me some books and stuff. And I said to these girls, I said, you know who he is? And Chris is going, no, no, no. I said, girls know who this is? And she goes, no, who is he? She goes to Chris, well, who are you? He goes, I'm a gay porn star. I laughed so hard and peed my pants right there. But another thing about Chris and character, and this is something that made me feel terrible. We're going up an escalator there, and there's a down escalator coming down on the other side. So me and Chris are going up. There's an escalator coming down the other side, and a woman fell on the escalator. And Chris put his hands on the rail of that escalator, and he was gonna leap over onto the other side. And I grabbed him by the hips, and I said, what the hell are you doing? He goes, I gotta help her. I said, Chris, she's got 3 people around her. He said, I gotta help her. And then I just, once again, I stood back. I was like, God, you're such a piece of garbage, Daryl. This guy is selfless. He'd jump off a roof to help a cat, you know, he's a good guy. Anyway, that's my stories about Chris. Anyway, tonight, with this weapon, this gift, will represent the first time I've given to a woman. So there's a lot of firsts here. This is the first time I have given to a wife of one of my military brothers. The first time I've given to a parent of one of my military brothers. The first time to someone I already know. Everybody else I've never met ahead of time. I'm sorry I scratched this speech down. I'm not doing too well here, but this is the first time I spent time with this person in Vegas and Texas. Is anybody here that's a woman that might think that it's for them? All right. I spent time at SHOT Show with this person. Anyway, Amy Kyle, come forward. Debbie Kyle, come forward. Jeff Kyle, come forward. Wayne Kyle, come on up here. This is my wife, Amy. There's so many Amy's in our military community. You're first. You're first. All right, after SHOT Show, I spent some time with Jeff, and you know, you watch these guys on TV. Jeff, Wayne, Debbie, and Amy, they don't skip a beat helping the Kyle family. It is admirable how you hold this family together. We appreciate your support, how you take care of them girls. I'm shaking like a leaf because this means so much to me. Take care of Jeff. And also we gotta remember the loss of your brother-in-law, Chris. Through all the media hype, there's still the loss of Chris that many don't think about. Bless you, Amy Kyle. This gift is to show our appreciation and love for you. This is one that gift to Debbie that we put a lot of thought into. We know that Debbie probably doesn't want a firearm from me, so we had a bracelet made. It was made by Cowpuncher. Please stand up, Cowpuncher Matt. And your wife. I went to Cowpuncher and his wife, Matt, sorry, and I gave them the idea how I wanted it, and they made exactly what I wanted. So we had a bracelet made with a ruby on top with a star on it, with Chris's name under it, and to the left and right sides of it is Wayne and Jeff. On the bottom of the bracelet has the brand from the Kyle Ranch. See, Wayne called me a dog because I kept on bugging him for their brand of their ranch. On the rifle that I built for the auction, I kept on telling him, I'm going to put that brand on the rifle for the auction. But really all along, it was because it was going to be on the rifles that I built, him and Jeff, and on the bracelet. We also made a necklace, cross necklace that has Jeff, Chris, and Wayne's name on it. This whole thing tonight, what kind of inspired me after SHOT Show and watching these people on TV, after what they went through, is about family and how they stick together. And the media and all this goofy people in this country that give crap. These people stuck together and still helping veterans out there and making it special for guys like me. And it's really important to me, being a veteran, to see what they do for others. All right, so I kind of wrote here, Debbie Kyle is one of the sweetest people we know. Love is in her eyes when she talks about her sons. Debbie, you are an inspiration to all mothers, especially mothers of boys. Me and Amy have 3 boys ourselves. You raised 2 honorable American fighting men. You had a great loss in losing Chris to heaven, but know this, sons love their mothers. While Chris is watching you from above, Jeff has your back on earth. We had a bracelet made. Okay, so everything I told you about the bracelet, do you like it? All right, then I'll skip to the end here. All right, here we go, Jeff and Wayne. You two worked tirelessly for the cause to keep your brothers, your sons' legacy alive and helping serve veterans. But somehow I think we all know why Chris was like he was. It really wasn't from the Navy, it was from his family. Wayne brought him up to be a patriot, American-loving Texan, and Jeff, same way. Chris was like he was because of you guys, the family. A lot of people are taking credit for it, but I truly believe it was you 3 right here that made Chris the man he was. I gotta get back to my train of thought here. All right, sorry guys. I'll just skip it. I don't know, I've lost my train of thought now. Anyway, we're gonna open these rifles now. I made 2 rifles that are twins. I serialized them Kyle, 1 of 3, that's Wayne's. 2 of 3 is Jeff's, and I'm considering 3 of 3 the one I made for Chris in 2012. I want you guys to together shoot these weapons for the first time. These are the best I've ever made with the best parts available. I would like you two as a family to shoot together for the first time. Maybe poke your eye off the glass of that optic and look up to Chris and say, when should I send it, brother? When should I send it, son? Well, I don't know about tonight, but anyway, that's, you know, I always give rules out when I give my weapons. That's the rule I'm asking for you guys, to do it together, shoot together for the first time. All right, Brother Don, could you bring that up here and we put these weapons together? Someone can help Wayne, he ain't very good with them weapons. You know how to put these together. Make sure it's the right one. So on the cases, I got their Kyle brand. I purposely did not logo these up with SD Tactical stuff or the sponsors because it's all about family to me here, these weapon systems. All right, who's good with a gun? Come on up here quick, someone. So I got a Texas flag on one side of this weapon, and I got stars and stripes on the other side of the weapon. All right, hold this for me, Wayne. So on one side of the weapon, I put the Texas star. The other side of the weapon, I got the stars and stripes, and then I put their brand right above the mag well there. So you guys do that for me? Shoot it together for the first time? You know weapons, and you know this is about the best there is right here. I got to make special thanks to Matt from Cowpuncher helping me out here. I'd like to thank Bushnell Optics, they donated the scope. Proof Research donated this barrel. Sun Devil manufacturer, now I manufacture my own uppers and lowers right now, but Sun Devil donated the lower on the weapon that I gave to Chris, so this is the identical thing. Everybody, anytime I mention the Kyle name, this is what I want to do, they were like, oh yeah, we're all over this. I purposely didn't want to take away from your benefit helping soldiers tonight, so I made sure to ask these people, were you planning on giving to the benefit? They said, no, this is how we'll do it now. So I didn't want to take away anything from your benefit. JP Precision donated the bolts on this. We got a pretty good masterpiece with these weapons here, but anyway, thank you guys. Thank you, Amy. Thank you, Debbie. Turn the mic back on. Is it on? I asked Chris to shoot his weapon. He said, I'm going to shoot the shit out of that thing. So can you tell me the same thing in that cool Texas accent?
I'm going to shoot the shit out of this thing.
I'm sure all of you know by listening to the story what Daryl did is an awesome thing. Great weapons. I'm very thankful myself just to be standing over to the side listening to this. What I wanted to let y'all know real quick is one thing first. After we're done here, before the concert starts, we've got the rodeo going on right over here in Cowtown. I know a lot of you that are sponsors got rodeo tickets to go to the event tonight, check out the rodeo. Due to some conflicting stuff, we have just enough of tickets for our sponsors, but not quite enough for all the warriors to go. So if there's any of you here that would be willing to give up your tickets to the rodeo so that a warrior might go, you know, whenever you go out the front, you know, out between the tables out there, just let them know to take your tickets and donate them to some warriors. We don't need all of the tickets to go to the warriors. We need some. I don't know exactly how many, but if you're willing to give up the tickets, that'd be awesome, so that a warrior might go. If some of you are local and you've been to the rodeo before, then maybe it'll mean a little bit more to you to step up, maybe give them to a warrior. Also, here in just a couple of minutes, we're going to get everybody to line up right over here by the Operation Troop Aid trailer. Go over, Mark will be waving his hand. He's the follically challenged guy that'll be standing over there by his trailer. And we're going to help get all these bags to send over to our warriors overseas. So if everybody wants to help get these things packed up, we'd appreciate all the help we can get. It won't take very long. And one more time, thank you for coming to our 2015 second annual Chris Kyle Memorial Benefit.